there's all these different Morbius sequels that are coming out, Phil.
Are you serious?
Right here, this list?
Wait, no, this is like not ironic.
No, excuse me. This is happening. These are all slated for the next.
This is confirmed.
This goes all the way up to 2071. Okay. So Morbius dropped this year.
Okay.
In 2024, we have Morbius 2, Morbius.
Got it.
In 2024 as well, we have Morbius 3. 2025, we have Morbius vs. Blade. 2027, Morbius vs. the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In parentheses, Morbius wins. In 2028, we have Morbius vs. the DC Extended Universe. Morbius wins. 2029, Morbius kills God. Morbius vs. Jared Leto. That's pretty meta.
Yeah.
I like that.
But Morbius wins.
Yeah. Then we got Captain Morbius. He gets a shield in 2050. Oh, wow. There's Morbius vs. Venom, and then there's Morbius kills Venom. Those are two separate movies. Morbception. That's going to be a good one. The Phantom Morbius. We can't go wrong with that. Oh, Return of the Morbi. We love that. The Rise of the Morbius. The Last Morb. Morbius
the
62.
Last Morb.
The Last Morb. Oh, this is great, actually. In 2071, we got Breaking Morbius, and then in 2071, in the latter half, we have Better Call Morbius. The air just feels good in here, you know?
It feels good.
It's a great ambiance.
It's got that slight musk.
Yeah.
I can smell the peppers from here.
Exactly. It's got that Italian deli vibe, like we're about to get a nice, filthy sandwich. Welcome back to the Sunday Sauce, your grandmother's favorite podcast, especially this week, because we're back in the old saloon.
That's what I had for lunch today. I had a filthy Italian sandwich.
I feel like all you do on the weekends is just like eat very
sandwiches.
thick Italian sandwiches, and the ones that have so much powder on the bread that you take a bite and it's like right in your face, just fucking bread dust.
Yeah.
Right?
An Italian
the flour.
cum shot.
If there's not enough flour on your bread to disorient an enemy, you're not doing it right in the Italian sandwich department. You got to be able to take that shit, flick it, and your opponent's like, oh shit. Now you fucking beat the shit.
Because you
out
never
of
know when your opponent is just nearby.
Listen, you got to keep your friends close, your enemies close, and you always got to be on red alert, okay? Everybody's out to get you. That's not a paranoid mindset. That's life. That's called being a human. At any point, somebody could fucking strike. That's why you got to keep your dust on hand, baby.
What do you think, like, the percentage is that, like, a assailant is ready to strike on you in a public space?
I don't want to talk about this. That's scary. You know? I got enough nerves when I go
Is
outside.
it more or less than 1%?
It's got to be less. It depends who you are, though. If you're a high-profile individual,
Right.
might be a little bit higher.
If you have a target on your forehead, like myself.
Phil, can we please just talk about like Italian sandwiches again? I
Sure.
mean, why are we getting into these dark topics?
So let me tell you about this
It's been
sandwich.
fucking a minute and 50 seconds.
Semolina, chicken cutlet.
Okay.
Now, the way they do the chicken cutlet here, they must get their chickens from like a farm in Italy because it's the best chicken I've ever had.
You can hear the cluck.
You
when
ever
take each bite?
There's two types of chicken cutlets. There's the ones that are like deeply fried and heavily breaded, and you ever get those weird bits on the side?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not a fan of those, right?
It happens.
This chicken cutlet, it's pure fucking white meat, and it's evenly cooked, light on the breading, but it's delish, right? So we come in with some semolina. They double up the chicken cutlet, so it's like a double decker. Lettuce, tomato. I like tomatoes these days.
You're preaching to the fucking tomato choir.
Yeah.
I am the biggest tomato fan. We'll get to that in a second.
Balsamic, fresh mozzarella.
Got to do it to him. Got to fucking do it to him.
That's all you need.
I know. One of my favorite go-to snacks, and people might be thinking, Vinny, you're out of your fucking mind.
Wait. I know what it is. Grape tomatoes.
Of course. But on the topic of the chicken cutlets, you get like 6 chicken cutlets. Because chicken cutlets, when you're counting calories, they're actually not that high. It's still chicken. It's obviously deep fried, so it's more than a piece of grilled chicken. However, you get some chicken cutlets, tomatoes, and ketchup. And what you do is you do a little cut, a little slice, chicken, tomato, ketchup, mouth action.
That's like the poor man's chicken parm.
Well, let me tell you, I feel pretty fucking rich when I'm eating that chicken. Yeah. It feels amazing. And each pop of the cherry tomato just reminds you who you are and where you came from.
Right.
It's like, I'm Vinny. That's a better sound. I'm making moves. I love tomatoes.
One more. Give me one more. I got a fat cock.
Indeed I do. Welcome back to the Horse Cock Podcast. I'm your host, Vinny. This is your host, Phil.
Tripod Phil.
And we just got kickstands coming out of our bodies. Let me tell you something right now. But yeah, we're back in the saloon. I'm going to keep saying that throughout the entire episode because it does feel good to be back. Got back to New York about like 5 days ago? I'm not even sure how long we've been here. Time just doesn't even seem real at this point because the year's going by so fast. We're over 55%. I follow that Twitter account.
I don't like
where it
that
shows the bar.
Yeah, I don't like that you follow that because it reminds me of my own mortality.
Yeah. Well, listen, there's 4 certainties in life. Number 1, we're all going to die. Number 2, we're all going to pay taxes. Number 3, I'm going to follow that fucking Twitter account.
Okay.
And number 4, the podcast just hits different when we're in person, baby. It just hits different, Philly-on.
You had those off the dome, too.
I'm a freestyler. It's what I do.
So I went out to lunch yesterday, right?
I saw the oysters.
Yeah, you saw that tower?
Ooh, I saw the Tower of Oysters. I'm a big oysters fan.
We got a seafood tower. Let me rattle off what was on this.
Go ahead.
I think about 12 jumbo shrimp cocktail, 24 Blue Point oysters, 24 type of clams. I don't know where they were sourced from.
This man had a tropical feast.
A full-on lobster.
Oh, my God.
We came in with the tuna tartare with avocado cream.
Talk to me nice, Phil.
And then
Yes, sir. Yes,
there was
sir.
Alaskan king crab legs.
Oh, he didn't have to do it to him like that. Shit. Oh, my God.
Now, I used to hate seafood, but let me tell you. Something about that salty. It's like I was sucking Neptune's cock itself.
Listen, there's something about that beachy taste.
Yep.
It just hits different. And to quote my buddy Drake, Drizzy Drake from the Six,
Yeah.
if you don't like it, when you do figure it out,
Yeah.
we'll be waiting for you. All right?
I saw a funny Drake meme because we've been talking about that album. It's like Drake back then, and the guy was like, you know, feeling himself, listening to like Energy, like heavy Drake, right? Hardcore Drake, as hard as Drake can get. Because I mean, back then he could spit some bars, but like you never think of Drake as like a.
I mean, when he was rap battling Meek Mill, he was fucking.
Yeah.
He was spitting. He had bars.
Versus like now, and it's just like the guy was just like dancing like.
I'll be the first to admit it.
So fruity.
I'll be the first to admit it right now. All right. I've been listening to this album.
It's growing on me.
It's fucking growing on me quick. I'm so glad you said that. Bro, first of all, Massive is amazing.
I haven't listened to the whole album, but
And the one where there's like the music video with the marriage, that one's sick. Your pussy is calling my name.
is that what he says?
Yeah, that
Your
one.
pussy's calling my name.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah.
like when I first heard it, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Drake, skip.
But now that pussy's calling your
As
name.
the day goes on, as the weeks went on, I was just like, your pussy is calling my name.
There's some
So baby girl, we can't play games.
there's some fucked up tweets too. It's like Drake's new music, basically just shitting on people for that. Like Drake's new sound is only for rich people who vacation in like Monaco and Greece.
Such an oddly specific niche.
It's like you're dumb and poor and you can't understand it.
I think the hard part to grasp, and I was talking to a bunch of friends about this, here's the issue. If you go into a Drake album, you're expecting a certain type of sound. He just went like Full House to, not Full House, the, Family show.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look. He went Full House music, right? So you don't really expect that. So I guess when you first hear it, you're kind of like, what the fuck? But like if that song just released, like brand new artist, Rake, puts out a song, Massive, and you're listening, and you're like, oh shit, this is pretty good.
It would. I could see it gaining some traction.
But at the same time, there is that moment like where you're listening to music and you might not like it at first. In fact, you might dislike it. I mean, I came on the podcast and said it's horrible.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks later, sure enough, like Drake said, sure enough.
Opinions can change.
Yeah, of course. And that's the beautiful thing about being a human. You can dislike something and then you can like something.
Yeah.
It can grow on you. I mean, look at me here
Like
on the
like
podcast.
like a fungus.
Like a fungus. When we first started this joint, sheesh, they hated me. Oh boy, did they hate me. Look at this little
Look at this.
Altoid. He fucking sucks. Stop talking about your AirPods, you fucking
You know what you
Altoid.
haven't done in a while?
What's that?
Conor McGregor. We're back in the saloon, I mean.
Shit. Well, we gotta let it organically flow
All
in.
right. I just planted the seed, though.
Yeah, the seed has been planted.
The reason I bring him up, did you see his boat?
It's like a yacht, right? Like a super yacht.
It's a $4 million, one of 63 in the world, Lamborghini yacht.
I feel like we've had this discussion so many times, this exact fucking segment, this exact bit.
Let's hear it.
Why is it when you get an absurd amount of money, you want to buy a fucking boat all of a sudden? Like, I feel like I could have...
I'll be honest with you.
I feel like I could have unlimited funds and a boat. Yeah, like, it's, you know, it's cool to have, but, like, I don't think that would be, like, my go-to purchase.
It's up there for me.
Think so? So am I just, like, not in the it crowd?
You haven't been on enough boats yet, it seems like.
I don't really love, like, the fucking...
You're not feeling that on a $4 million hyper yacht.
That's true. If it's a Lamborghini yacht,
Look at this fucking thing.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Right? So he's got a bunch of pictures of him like on it. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, look at the glass on this.
Show me the glass, Phil.
Look at that. It's like a visor.
That is pretty crazy. That is pretty wild.
Keep your fucking wife out me DMs.
Get your fucking ass off my boat. This is my fucking yacht.
Okay, no.
240 million. Scratch that. 240 billion. I'm a billionaire boy, baby. That went like Austin
Yeah,
Powers.
what the hell?
See, you can't make me do it after I'm rusty.
I know, you're rusty. You need some WD-40.
I need to lubricate the pipes.
No, so the thing about the boat, right? It's kind of like a power move. Like, it is like a dick measuring contest in a way. I feel like for a lot of rich people. But, like, there's just something about being on a boat. Nice weather.
Wind in your hair.
Music blasting.
Some Drake.
Some clear ass water. You could jump in at any moment. You
can see the fish.
It's primal, you know? You're one with nature. Mm-hmm. Old man in the sea type shit. Mm-hmm. You know how like a dog is a man's best friend?
Of course. The boat is the second best friend?
The sea, I would say, is like the man's great uncle.
What? The sea?
Yeah.
I mean, the earth is 75% water.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
But you could also like pull up to restaurants and dock and like...
That's true.
Have you ever driven a boat?
I feel like I've steered one.
Have you been on a jet ski?
No. I'm telling you, I'm not the aquatic guy.
Bro, jet skis, I'm not even kidding, are probably the most fun you'll have in your life. Like,
you ever do the water jetpack?
No.
That's cool.
Have you done it?
No, but that's cool.
Hear me out.
You have to have a lot of balance.
If you're on a fast jet ski and it's just you on there, maybe your woman behind you, your special partner, and you're cruising, hitting like 50, 60 miles an hour.
It's a different type of feeling.
It's probably top 5 most fun things in the world.
I prefer horseback, me personally. I'm telling you, I rode that horse in Aruba, had my lovely lady behind me. My horse was, the fuck was my horse's name? Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Was the second horse in the pack. Let me tell you, we were moving. Speaking of packs, let's hard segue.
Okay.
To a pack of wolves. Specifically, the top wolf right now.
Who's the top wolf?
Mr. Foozy Tube.
Stop.
Listen
What
to me
happened?
right now.
What happened?
Did you hear about the new fight card?
I've been off the fucking internet, bro.
I'm about to fucking blow your mind. There's a fight card happening in August. All right, you haven't heard about this?
I think I know some of it.
All right, let me break it down to you. Who's on this card? I'm trying to find an updated image. Well, first of all, the main card, all right, is Alex Wasabi versus KSI.
Alex Wasabi.
Yeah, I don't know how this came to be honest with you, how Alex Wasabi's fighting KSI.
Who
because
the fuck is Alex Wasabi?
you know Alex Wasabi. He used to be friends with FoozyTube. He still is friends with FoozyTube.
No idea.
You've never seen this guy.
No
That's
shot.
blowing my mind. Anyway, he's a huge creator. He's fighting KSI.
Okay.
And FoozyTube is fighting Deji. Now here's the fun part. This is a professional fight. It's on DAZN. So FoozyTube,
Of course, it's on DAZN, the best platform in the
DAZN.
world for.
FoozyTube and Deji are both defeated boxers. They've never won, but this is their pro debut. So whoever wins is finally gonna have a 1 on their record. So someone's O has gots to go. That's their like slogan.
That's what
that
they
they're
said.
running with. Now
I
I'm gonna ask
feel
you.
like DAZN can get a better marketing team for that one, but
Well, I'm pretty sure it's still very early right now, but I'm telling you right now, I'll be buying the fight. And I'm going to ask you right now on the Sunday Sauce, whatever fucking episode this is, because I lose track. We do this a lot.
yep.
Who's winning, Deji, the Tormentor, or FoozyTube?
The Tormentor.
I just made that up. I don't know if that's his...
Deji the Tormentor versus.
Well, I say
versus
Tormentor
Fousey-
because of that Yu-Gi-Oh card. Obelisk the Tormentor. That's how they used to say it.
Tormentor.
But they say the Tormentor in the English dub. Check it out. I'm not lying.
Well, then you might as well just be like Obelisk the Tormentor.
That's fine. Obelisk, the Tormentor. Anyway, Deji versus the Tube. Who you got?
The tube.
Who you got?
The chrome dome.
Who you got, Phil?
Mr. fucking bounce back himself.
Who you got, Phil?
I mean,
Answer the question, Phil.
bro, listen, Fousey Tube or the Tube, he's got a glass chin. Bryce Hall fucking wonky slushed them with one hit. He went down for the count.
I personally think he's going to beat Deji.
Well, he's on roids now.
You think he's on roids?
I know he's on roids.
Do you know that for without a shadow of a doubt, for a fact?
Allegedly.
So
that's my opinion.
You can't say that without a shadow of a doubt if it's alleged. I don't think he is. I think he's just running and eating good and fucking. Right. He knows how to lose weight. He's done it 18 times, like me. I have a lot of similarities to Fousey Tube, actually.
You know, he's been on steroids before, right? Like openly.
Yeah, that I did. I feel like he. Did I know that? Is that like an actual public thing?
That was beef between Vitali and Fousey. Remember Vitali?
Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
That's some deep beef, yeah.
I feel like if my memory is serving me right, I feel like I do remember him admitting to being on stuff at some point.
Yep.
But I could be remembering that wrong.
So you think he's just riding his natty status now?
I think he's natty now. I mean, he went to rehab and then came out and was like pretty reformed and all he does is run and like apparently he eats no sugar. That'll get you shredded.
He just gains muscle too.
That'll get you shredded. I mean, he doesn't look that built. I mean, he's always had a built frame. I don't know. You should do a fitness flop.
Yeah.
That should be your comeback
come
fitness
out,
flop.
Come out of retirement doing a fitness flop.
Anyway, I think he's going to beat Deji, and I think KSI is going to beat the living shit out of Wasabi. No disrespect to Wasabi. I just think KSI is a fucking monster.
Isn't Wasabi like kind of beast mode though?
I don't know. I feel like.
I don't think he's lost yet.
Do you think Wasabi would beat Logan?
I don't know who Wasabi is.
Well, you're looking at him. You're saying he's beast mode.
Is this his actual name?
Alex Wasabi? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know.
Let me look that up.
Why does that even matter? We're talking about a fucking boxing match.
It's not his real name. It's Alex Burris.
Okay. Alex Wasabi's a cool name, though.
He's 32.
He looks younger.
Bro, what?
But then, did you hear about this? I mean, you've been off the grid. I got to update you now on all the social media stuff. Tommy fumbles. He fumbled the bag once again.
Stop. What happened?
Bro, the fight is canceled again. Apparently, he could not get his visa clear to come to the States.
This fucking guy.
So he was like, come fight me anytime, anywhere, except for the United States. Come to the UK, and I'll box your head off the canvas. And Jake was like, dude, you're wasting my fucking time. Like, at this point...
How is this still going on?
How the fuck do you sign 2 contracts and you still aren't making it happen?
Logan Paul is still on Pokemon. The social media sphere is still boxing. What are we doing?
Well, bro, now he's fighting like an actual... I mean, Tommy Fumbles was an actual boxer, but now he's fighting... This kid that he's fighting now, or not even this kid, the guy's like 30-something, but...
This full-grown man.
He's fighting Hasim Raham Jr., who his father was like a world champion boxer who knocked out like some of the greats or beat some of the greats. And everyone on the YouTube boxing scene is basically saying like this is like a high risk, low reward type of thing where it's like this guy's actually
he's a boxer.
A fucking beast. I think he's 12-1. He did lose his last fight, but this guy's like a legitimate.
He's a boxer.
It's a much bigger challenge apparently than Tommy Fumbles. So I'm excited to watch this.
Wow.
But, you know, inevitably what's going to happen is Jake's going to beat this guy.
Yeah.
And then my fucking Twitter For You page for the next 3 weeks is going to be, fight was fucking rigged. Yo, fight a boxer that's your age.
Yeah.
Why you fighting a 30-year-old boxer? This is bullshit. Just fucking give the man his props. And I'm going on the record right now. I think he's going to walkie slush this guy.
I mean,
Jake Paul, that is. JP.
History does repeat itself. And if there's anything we know about history with JP... He's got the power right hook. He's sleeping him. 1 shot in the second round.
You think second round knockout? You calling it officially?
That's my prediction.
Philion's
prediction. That's my alleged opinion.
I still think personally you should just be training in the shadows for the inevitable moment where they call you out.
I'm too
Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Philion Rusnuk.
Who would I fight?
Fight me.
Who would I fight?
You should fight the winner of KSI and Wasabi.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick,
just
dude.
Skip all like the undercard shit. Yeah,
just rise right to the top. Fight a real boxer, Jake Paul. All right, fine. I'll fight Philion.
Yeah.
Dude's a Golden Gloves champion.
Why don't I just start throwing throwing out all these call outs, just knowing that they won't challenge me because
You're too OP.
yeah. Well, no, because they would want me to do like undercards to prove myself first, but like I won't do it unless it. Yeah.
Fuck that. Undercard, schmundercard. It's time to get Walkie Slush with his right cross. Let me tell you something, mate.
It's just weird how we haven't like progressed past this yet, and I say we, but I'm not included in that.
This is the reason why. You got people like me that still find this hyper entertaining. I am super excited for Jake's fight. I'm most excited for the Deji versus FusiTube because they're both so unpredictable. You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. For all we know, Deji might come out like a fucking bat out of hell and rock FusiTube's dome. Or the other way around. Or maybe it's a sick, very close fight.
I want to see Deji on Tren.
That'd be pretty epic. They have great genetics, those dudes. Yo, do you see KSI right now?
No.
He uploaded a video like training with Logan Paul. Dude, he's fucking best shape of his life. Shredded, dude.
Oh yeah, look at this. Training with LP.
Training with LP. I gotta say, their friendship that came out of all this is, you gotta admit, it's one of the most amazing things. It's wholesome as hell.
I mean,
Logan was like on the brink of like no more career. The world hated him. KSI calls him out. They have a boxing match. Logan begins like his redemption tour. They do another fight. KSI ends up winning, but then they partner for Prime Hydration.
But
I mean, the storyline is fucking sick.
It's not that sick.
You got to admit it's a good storyline. Come on, give him something.
I won't.
All right, you'll hear me say that's a fucking pretty cool storyline.
You can think that.
I think it's pretty epic.
You can have that. I'm not gonna have that though.
That's fair. Listen, that's the beautiful thing about a podcast, right? We don't got to agree.
Like I would say they're two millionaires, and there's no reason why they can't be friends. And anything that they said to each other in the past was just to hype up a fight and make more money.
Well, listen, there's a storyline there.
Yeah, there's a storyline.
There's a storyline of, they're selling a fight, they're going to get mad at each other. But I think there was some real beef there for a bit.
And then they're selling a drink, a hydration drink for their training.
It's genius.
You think so?
I think so.
It's not a hydration drink.
Well, what's interesting now,
it is good though,
is that like if Jake ever fights KSI, which I think Jake would sleep him, but it would be an interesting thing of like, okay, Logan then is in a situation where his brother's fighting his business partner. That's a rocky road, which is a great flavor of ice cream, by the way.
I think you would just side with Jake.
I think he would, but I think he would also keep it pretty neutral. He'd keep it respectful.
You think so?
I mean, dude, Prime's going to sell for like billions soon.
I hate that.
I really believe that. Because
I was
listening to the Shark Tank
Gatorade?
guy talk about it. That's usually what happens in these situations. When a competitor... Isn't this crazy that we live in a system like this? When a competitor rises up...
You just buy them.
And the big company is like, yo, they're starting to creep into our market share. Let's just Kirby absorb their ass. Isn't that fucking wild?
It's smart, but that's capitalism.
But it's kind of good for everybody involved. I mean, I doubt Logan wants to be... running an a hydration drink company forever when he can sell it to Gatorade or Coca-Cola or whatever and make fucking hundreds of millions of dollars.
Do you think there's like an evaluation like out right now?
They make a lot, for sure.
Prime Drinks net worth is an estimated between 150 and 200 million.
It's insane. And I feel like...
It just launched.
That's what I'm saying. And I think
fuck?
Once they start, like, actually... I think that guy, Gideon, I don't know if... you brought up Gideon on the podcast before. He's like a Prime ambassador now, or in the Prime squad, or whatever they call it.
How old he is?
He's young. He's like 21.
Yeah, sure. What, dude? All these people, like, they're so young. Like
Tommy Innett's like 17 or 18. I'm serious. It's crazy.
Fuck. Who else is mad?
I'm an old fucking man in the YouTube space.
All the streamers, like the new streamers, they're mad young, which like I guess
it makes sense, dude. Like the younger generation will resonate with the younger generation.
I guess we're just getting fucking old, man. We're gonna be washed up and washed out.
Fuck that. I'm just getting started. We'll talk about Nintendo in a moment. While we're on the topic of evaluations and money and all this, listen to this fucking story because this is crazy.
Let's hear it.
You like Top Gun 2, right?
Yeah, it was sick.
Did you know that Top Gun 2 has gross either close to or over $1 billion?
I could see that.
Okay, now listen to this shit. So apparently, when they were negotiating this movie, Tom Cruise sat down with Paramount, and he was negotiating his deal. They ended up closing a situation where Tom said, all right, you know what? I'll take this set paycheck, but I want 10%.
I knew it was going to be 10%.
10% of what the movie makes. He's about to get, potentially, listen to this shit. This is fucking insane. Potentially $90 million to $110 million for this movie. If that happens, I'm pretty sure. I was watching John Campia and Robert Meyer Burnett, they're my favorite like movie YouTubers. If this goes through, that would be like the biggest payday ever for an actor. I was talking to Kylie about this. I mean, dude, he's like literally flying fucking planes in this movie. He's fucking, every movie he does is like climbing actual tall buildings. He's jumping through fire hoops and shit. The man is worth every penny, especially if he's going to bring in $1 billion for the studio.
Right.
But still, when you think about it, $100 million for the one role. How long do you think he worked on that movie for? Realistically, like from start to finish, 8 months?
Probably.
About maybe a year. We could probably look that up.
How long did Tom Cruise work on new Top Gun?
That's just so insane. You're a tenth of a way to a billionaire from one movie role. Good for him, man. I fucking love Tom Cruise. And you know he's like 60-something?
He's also a Scientologist.
You know he's 60-something?
He's also a Scientologist.
$100 million, 60 years old.
How are you going to be a Scientologist, bro?
How are you going to make your biggest payday ever at 60? If I told you right now, yeah, you're doing well for yourself, but when you hit 60, that's going to be your biggest payday.
That is kind of impressive.
That's fucking wild.
Well, he's aging like a fine wine.
He is. It goes back to the Kevin Hart story I always tell you. Kevin Hart didn't become famous till he was like 30-something. He was just doing open mic nights and stand-up bits repeatedly, and then finally he broke through, and now highest paid comedian.
Wow.
Does it say he worked on that for 2 years?
Yep.
Holy shit. But still, 2 years, $100 million.
8 years of development, 2 years of production.
Dog, you could tell me right now, Vinny, I want you to go live on a farm and sit on a tractor and just cut the grass every day for 2 years.
Yep.
You get $100 million. I'll be out before you could blink an eye.
Oh, for sure, because we
Sit on that tractor, let's get it.
We trade our life for money.
Well, you're making it sound depressing. What I look at it as 2 years to have ultimate financial freedom for me, my kids, and my kids' kids' kids. That's how I look at it.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I'm saying
It's generational wealth.
Yeah, that makes sense. You would be a fool not to take it because we trade our life for money. So if you just work a 9 to 5 or you're a YouTuber for 10, 15 years, however long your career is, like day in, day out, your time equals money. And there comes a point where that money supersedes the time and it can save you X amount of years of enjoyment in your life.
Time is the most valuable currency.
Yeah, where was I listening to? Oh, this, I'm not going to say it because fuck it. But it's a valid question. Would you trade your life with Warren Buffett right now?
Like, I'll just become his age and him? No.
Why?
Because I don't want to be, how old is he? 80?
Exactly.
I don't want to be 80 and have a bunch of money and be a completely different person. I like being me.
Exactly. But the main thing is the age thing because he's going to die soon. Or, I mean, science tells us relatively soon. You can't live forever, right?
Unless you're Eminem dissing MGK and you say, I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you. Whoo! It's I'm getting old age.
Yeah. In that hypothetical, I would rather be 80-year-old Eminem than 20-year-old MGK.
Same.
However, most people would not trade like old age for a shit ton of money, right?
I think your youth, your health, your time, and your relationships are just way more valuable and way more important than anything else.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
1,000%.
But there is something very valuable about being able to like do what you want.
It's just freedom paper.
Yeah.
And it just sucks as like a thing.
It is like a motivating factor, though, to get a lot of things done when you know, like, if I work harder, I could potentially earn more and then I could relax more in the future. It's like that journey of, like, when I retire, hopefully I'm just chilling.
I know, but I've been talking to some, like, financial advisors and shit. This is not financial advice, but it's just a thought experiment. Like, retirement's not even guaranteed. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want... Like, yeah, everyone like puts money into a retirement, whatever, but I don't want to be fucking old. Basically, what I'm saying is I don't want to enjoy my money when I'm old. Like, sure, that would be nice, but obviously health and youth combined with money would be fucking way better.
There's a good balance of like putting money away, but also having enough money now to have fun and do your thing and eat 3 deli sandwiches in a day if you want with the dust on top. You know,
if you want,
whatever you want to do. We all live our lives in different ways.
But like
different
imagine
ebbs and flows.
Imagine, socking shit away, retirement, you're working around the clock, right? Just what society tells you to do, and then 65 rolls around and then you're like, oh, I can relax now. Like
well, I think the premise is that when you get older, you're not going to want to work or you can't work. and you can't have no money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to be smart when you're young to, if you sat down with your 65-year-old self and he just looks at you and he goes, "You fucking asshole. Why the fuck didn't you save? Yeah, you were going out to oyster lunches and eating your fucking sandwiches. I got 2 busted hips.
Yep.
I can't even walk.
I know.
You fucking mutt. I'll fucking kill you. Let me tell you."
But the thing is, this is like, we can assume that it will be there, but like the services in place for, what is it when you put money away?
Social Security?
Yeah, like we don't even know if that's going to be a thing.
Well, I remember we learned about that in fucking like high school where they were like, yeah, eventually the money's going to dry up. And we were all just little kids. Like, we went home and told our parents and we were scared, Yeah,
and everyone's talking about, just in general, like, dude, this is why me off the internet has been so fucking helpful. There's too much noise and nobody realizes like social media or the internet is like, it's a diet, right? Like anything. If you're terminally online, it fucks with you. Like insane. Like there has to be like disorders, and I would even say like mental diseases for like terminal onlineness.
100%. I mean, when you look at anxiety alone, you definitely can get higher spikes of feeling anxious when you're on the internet for a while. We talked to 2 friends last night. They don't use their phones. I'm not sure like the amount of time before they go to bed, but they don't use their phones in bed and they don't use their phones when they first wake up.
That's sick.
And they're like, they love it. And it's weird for us with what we do, because I feel like I was going out. I'm sure this has happened to you before too. I was going out to eat last night. I'm in the Uber. And when I get out and I'm walking into the restaurant, like my editor started texting me. Dylan started texting me. I think my friend Dobbs, right before we left the house, started texting me about something. Like, you really are always on.
I know.
Unless you just have like strict guidelines with the people that you
like
work with.
Strict guidelines.
Yo, Saturday between 5 and
my
10,
phone is off.
Yeah. Like, you could do that, and that probably would be a healthy thing, but I just like to always have it on, because I you never know when you're going to have to like make a decision on something or figure something out. What I've noticed lately, and I'm curious what your thought is on this, I feel like every time I go live now, just the way the universe works, like I'll start getting messages from my editor, from my mom, from you, from Dylan, whatever.
So everybody's out to get you.
No, it's just like I'll be live and I'll be noticing my phone's ringing, and I don't know whether it's better to just like go do not disturb and just like focus on what I'm doing now. But then I feel like God forbid if something, like if someone really needs me, I should be able to look over. But there was one stream that I was doing in Canada last month where it was a 3-hour stream, and I literally just kept stopping to text. I'm like, yo, I'm not putting on a good show right now because I'm just fucking. There was one night I was talking to my editor, I was talking to Patty, I was talking to.
You need a manager.
That'd be cool.
No, I'm serious. Why do you think celebrities have fucking managers? I'm realizing, do you know what's, it's pissing me off now? I'll get fucking emails. Like, yeah, I have my email like below my description. And like, I get important shit in there, but I also just get like dumb shit. And not even from people, but from companies that just spam shit.
Yeah.
And like that notification on my phone zaps like my attention from my day. Like I'll never get that back.
Yeah.
It disturbs the peace. It reminds you of like certain things that you know, like say you're trying to take a break and then like I delete apps off my phone now. I'm just super cognizant of like how this shit affects you. But what I was going to say was that like one of the problems of being terminally online is like I've been noticing with like financial stuff, like, oh, the market's going to pop. There's a bubble. There's so much shit about just like negativity. Just, nobody actually fucking knows. Like
that's just human mediums though. Look at television. The news is never, I mean, every once in a while you get a happy story like the little girl baked cookies for the whole community at the bake sale, whatever. But 90% of news is like, there was a fucking crash.
Yep.
There was this. There was that. There was a robbery. There was this. It's all negative stuff because for whatever reason, we as humans feed into drama, feed into negativity, I guess.
Yeah.
And we want to know, like, you know, it's that classic thing where, like, when you're driving on the highway and there's a car crash, like, you don't just keep driving. Like, for whatever reason, we always have to look.
that rubber neck.
It's the weird, is that what it's called?
Yeah, you're like rubbernecking.
It's like a fucking, it's just interesting. I don't know. I feel like we are a very interesting species. You think an animal would stop to look?
Only if it has like danger stimuli attached to it.
There's this new movie coming out called Beast. Have you seen the trailer for this shit? It's with Idris Elba. There's like I don't know if he's like a genetically enhanced or mutated tiger or some shit, but he's like trying to kill their family and they're like in the wilderness. Looked crazy. I saw.
He's a
before Thor.
genetically mutated.
No. He's in the movie,
Oh.
but there's like a tiger or a lion trying to kill him.
That's pretty sick.
It was fucking crazy. I saw the new Thor movie.
How's that?
Don't even go see it. Don't go see it.
Why?
Because you will. Maybe I'm wrong. I think you would take a dump on this movie's chest. I loved it.
Okay.
But it was very, very silly.
Okay.
Like, for example, minor spoiler, I guess.
I appreciate the honesty with this Marvel review.
I loved it. You're not hearing me right. I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
But the internet's not really loving it, and I know you of all people would probably be like,
because I'm a thespian.
yes, you're a true film
Yeah.
connoisseur.
I fucking smoke weed with what's his name? Kubrick.
Kubrick, yes.
Yeah.
So there's this whole like, it's not even a bit. It's like straight up a story beat of the fact that Thor sees his old hammer, and his new axe gets jealous, and they do that like a lot. There's this ongoing bit with these goats that are screaming. I don't know. Like, maybe you go see it and you're like, what the fuck were you talking about? This was hilarious. I thought it was very funny. They make Thor way different than he was, for example, in Infinity War when he was like all business. Now he's like comedian Thor. Like Ragnarok Thor, but like times 10. It's a lot of
They leaned into it.
They really leaned into it.
They fell into it.
Yeah.
They tripped and fucking busted their chin open into it.
Yes. But I really liked it, and the movie does have like very heavy topics, but there was a lot of like they introduced Zeus.
I feel like Marvel's fallen off in terms of like their movie lineup. My friend who can enjoy a Marvel movie said Doctor Strange is one of the worst fucking movies he's ever seen.
I thought this was better than Doctor Strange.
What was the other movie that came out that people hated?
In the recent movies?
Yep.
I'm not sure if anyone hated any Marvel movies, but there definitely is a consensus that.
Oh, it's not Marvel, is it? But Morbius.
Oh well, yeah, Morbius is technically Marvel.
It's Morbin time.
It's fucking Morbin time. But yeah, no, you know what the problem is? We fell into the first phases. The first 3 phases were like the story of getting the Infinity Stones and trying to keep them from Thanos and whatever.
Right.
That is a very simple premise that's like very easy to follow. There's the big bad guy out in space. He wants to get these magical gems that we have. If he gets them all, he can wipe out the universe. He does that, and now we have to reverse what he did. Like, that's just a very, in my opinion, cool story, easy to follow, whatever. I don't really know where the fuck they're going right now.
Yeah, what's the
It's
plan?
very like multiverse, multiple versions of yourself, and I think what a lot of comic book...
How are they going to top Infinity War?
I think they can do it, but they're not really off to the best start, in my opinion. What they're probably going to do is, I think it's called Secret Wars, where basically just like all the realities are like at war with each other. So like you'll see like 2 different Spider-Men fighting or something. You know what I mean?
Who's that guy? Sorry to cut you off. He's like above Thanos.
Galactus, maybe?
Yeah.
I think Galactus is a Fox character, which Disney now owns, obviously. But I don't know. I mean, I'm all on board to see where they go with it. I definitely feel like it's going slow, but I feel like, you know, a lot of people make a fair point. They say,
because like they have to have another big bad.
Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually. They're saying that give it some time to flesh out. You know, we had 20 something movies in the Infinity Saga. We're about like 7 movies in now to Phase 4. We had Shang-Chi, Eternals, No Way Home. We had
Doctor Strange,
Thor.
Morbin time.
Well, that's not in the universe really.
Yet.
That's like a weird.
Wait till Jared Leto pulls up.
Yeah, like I wouldn't put Venom in. It's not in the MCU time.
Screen goes black.
But
all you hear is it's Morbin time.
It's confusing though because at the post-credit scene of Morbius, you see a villain from the Spider-Man MCU universe. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that.
Oh, see, they're dropping the seeds.
It was horrible. Nobody liked those. When I say nobody liked those post-credit scenes, not a single human being on this planet liked them.
They're forgetting one point though. It's Morbin time.
When it's Morbin time, dude, can't lose. I'm trying to figure out if I could find this quickly. I saved this image. Oh yeah, I have it right here. There's all these different Morbius sequels that are coming out, Phil.
Are you serious?
Right here, this list.
Wait, no, this is like not ironic.
No, excuse me. This is happening. These are all slated for
and
the next.
This is confirmed.
This goes all the way up to 2071. Okay, so Morbius dropped this year.
Okay.
In 2024, we have Morbius 2, Morbius.
Got it.
Morbius.
Yeah.
In 2024 as well, we have Morbius 3. 2025, we have Morbius vs. Blade.
Who's Blade?
He's another Marvel comic book character. 2027, Morbius vs. the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In parentheses, Morbius wins. In 2028, we have Morbius vs. the DC Extended Universe. Morbius wins. 2029, Morbius kills God.
Yep.
It's Morbius 7, by the way. Morbius 8 is called The Reckoning. Morbius 9, Morbius 10.
I'm not even kidding, dude. If they did this, I think it's their best way out of like the meme culture was too strong around this movie.
Just keep going.
You have to never ever give up on the joke.
Yeah, no. Then we got Morbius the 13th, Morbius of Madness, Morbius versus Jared Leto. That's pretty meta.
Yeah,
I like that.
But Morbius wins.
Yeah. Morbius versus Kong, Morbius versus Morbius in 2039. Then we got some highlights here.
More Morbius versus Morbius.
Oh shit, there's a sequel, Morbius versus Jared Leto 2 in 2047.
Smart.
Then we got Captain Morbius. He gets a shield in 2050.
That's
Oh
sick.
wow, the Morbtacular Morbius. That's 2052. Oh wow, there's Morbius versus Venom, and then there's Morbius kills Venom. Those are two separate movies. Morbception. That's gonna be a good one. The Phantom Morbius. We can't go wrong with that. Oh, Return of the Morbi. We love that. The Rise of the Morbius. The Last Morb. Morbius
The
62.
Last Morb.
The Last Morb. Oh, this is great actually. In 2071, we got Breaking Morbius, and then in 2071, in the latter half, we have Better Call Morbius.
Yo, who made that? I want to Venmo them.
I saw it on Twitter. It was anonymous submitted this on 5/4/2022. I think this was like on
Holy
Reddit or
shit.
something. And then there's a classic meme where we have Captain America saying, Dr. Morbius, now might be a really good time to morb. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always morbid. And then he just fucking turns into a vampire.
Speaking of crazy shit in film and TV, Stranger Things?
Have you watched?
Bro, on my vacation, I've been...
Days, weeks,
Wait, I'm
months,
not there yet.
Years.
I'm not
We haven't seen that clip yet?
No.
Oh, fuck it.
Don't spoil shit.
I thought you saw it. That motherfucker's a menace. I'll tell you that.
Vecna?
Vecna, dude.
Yeah, so I have like 3 episodes to go.
When he does this, just
You start levitating and shit.
Blanket. Yeah, get a blanket over your face.
Dude, did you see like clips of the people like getting fucking splattered by him?
In the show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
Disturbing. Like
they get discontorted.
yeah, and their eyes get popped.
Ooh. You know that's all. I mean, they enhance it with CGI.
They actually do that.
No.
Kill the actors.
Did you know on the set Vecna had real powers?
Yeah.
No, the Vecna suit though was
Yeah.
all like prosthetics.
That's sick.
And he apparently had to show up at like 2 a.m. and stay
Days,
till 7.
weeks. I don't know where it goes, so don't spoil it.
I can do the whole monologue,
But it sounds
it's
sick.
Scary. It's very akin to Squidward. Remember that.
Okay.
There's a Squidward. Can I say the Squidward line?
No.
Please.
No.
All right.
I don't want to know.
Well, how many episodes do you have to watch till the end?
I told you, like 3.
3, okay. If I could make
Bro.
a deal with God.
Running up the hill.
Chrissy, wake up.
That's
I don't
that's
like
a song
this.
too, right?
There's a lot of strange things. That are
The
gonna be occurring.
music in that show is so good.
It's crazy. Enjoy it.
Why don't you watch the fucking show instead?
Yeah, for those that don't know this,
He didn't even watch
I watched a 20-minute recap and then watched like all the crucial beats from it. So like I understand what happens, but I never sunk my teeth into the whole show. Phil, I got way too much to watch with my girlfriend.
Squidward.
You know what we started?
What's that?
I feel like I'm going to cry with every episode, Phil. We started Dragon Ball Z Kai. Now,
What's that?
it's Dragon Ball Z. But
Why Kai?
the reason why I went with Kai.
What is Kai?
So Kai is a shorter version that is more
Oh.
true to the manga that has updated
They cut out all like the...
the filler, basically.
That's kind of smart.
It's cool. So instead of it being like 238 episodes, it's like 170 or something. And it's redubbed with like the modern sound, obviously, because it
Sick.
was made in like the 90s, the original series or something like that. So I was asking Kylie, like, I want to get you into the DBZ world, but like, I don't know which one we should do, like DBZ or DBZ Kai. And ultimately I was like, all right, let's go with the new modernized one because I think it will hold up better. And we're about, I think, 7 episodes in right now. And dude, it's the coolest thing ever. Like watching the thing that I grew up on and I'm getting chills talking about it. It's just so fun. I've always said this. Showing someone you love something you love and they love it is the best feeling in the world. Now, that's better than any currency. You betcha.
Oh, you betcha,
Yo,
Vin.
put that on a fucking T-shirt, all right? Send me the invoice. It's amazing.
I'm trying to think if I showed someone that I love something that I love and they loved it too.
100%. I'm sure you've showed Wildy something that she's really enjoyed. Maybe it doesn't have to be a medium of entertainment. It could be a sandwich spot.
She does love The Boys.
The Boys. I mean, I've heard The Boys is like, it's the greatest television show on earth right now. That's what I hear. I don't know why I use that voice, but that's what I hear.
I haven't seen the finale yet, but this season is like...
Dummy Braxton.
Well, the thing about The Boys, and it's kind of spoiled, it's kind of self-defeating in a way, because what they've been able to do was make a show that is so tight with their writing, every single scene, like there's no filler in the show. Like there's just not. Every single like dialogue between two characters like has a purpose. So they're able to like intertwine and do a lot of callbacks because everything matters really.
Smart writing.
Yeah, it's really smart and neat, but it's almost like, so 3 years ago when the show came out, people were like, holy shit, like this is revolutionary. Like this is just great writing. Last season was a little slower, I would say. It was still great. And then this season, since people are used to it now, they're like, some people think it's a little too like machine-like with how tight it is.
That's interesting.
It's weird because it's like, it's so good.
That's how I feel a lot with Breaking Bad, though. Like, that show is so genius, and the way that it all comes together and the build-up is so... Some TV is just perfect. And it knows when to stop.
That might be it.
That's the one drawback.
It's too good.
If I could name one drawback about Sopranos, it would be that there's like maybe like one season they could have not done without, but like there are some episodes that drag a bit.
Right.
If I'm remembering correctly. Fucking Paulie Walnuts passed away.
I saw that.
Tony died. Brutal, man.
We got to put the frame up.
I know. We got to put that up. Well, we have the Goodfellas.
We got Polenta.
That we got to put up. Yeah, we got the Polenta over here. We have a license plate.
Slap shit on
just
the
says
wall.
Polenta. we got to get a Sopranos.
Let's just hang meat.
Well. Yeah.
Just like actual meat.
And even when I'm not here in New York, the meat.
I want
ferment.
the stench.
Yeah, it's got to smell like a fucking dirty deli up in here.
Yeah.
The double D. The dirty fucking deli. New MacBook Airs dropped.
Did they? I might have to cop one.
I got one, Phil. I was so excited. Phil, I know
Is
I'm an
it
Apple
here?
sheep. It comes on. Actually comes in August.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, but like the pre-order was available last week. You know, I started using on my phone the reminders feature. It's very cool.
I do that.
Yeah, I've never really used it. Usually I just write things on my notepad, but with the reminder, it'll literally keep notifying you until you fucking check it. There's no way you're missing another reminder. It's very cool. But yeah, when that comes in, that'll be like the new...
What color did you get?
The midnight black.
Yep.
Looks sharp, man.
You could shave with that thing.
Whoo! It's fucking sharp, Phil. I'm excited. I haven't gotten a new Apple laptop in a very long time, so I'm excited. This one has been tried and true for a while, but it's very interesting to me, too, that I'm going from the Pro to the Air. But I'm going to give you guys my review when it gets here. I'm very excited. It's nice for me, too, because it's portable for when I'm going back and forth. I can just throw that in my backpack and
I know.
No problems.
I hear you.
It's very pretty. I got some HelloFresh meals upstairs. I actually got delivered today. Brought this up in the previous podcast episode. Oh, I'm excited to dig in.
Do you like cooking it more or eating it more?
I mean, I like the eating portion because,
I'm kind of a flawed question.
I'm a fucking beast that
But
needs
do you
my
enjoy the
sustenance. Well, I like to chop the vegetables. Kylie does most of the heavy lifting,
The
and
sauteing.
then I chop the veggies.
Yeah.
That's always my gig, my job.
Are you quick at cutting or no? Because I suck.
I'm not the best. And by not the best, I mean I'm barely getting by with it. But I do my best, you know?
Yeah.
Like, cutting onions is fun until you start, bleeding tears from your eyes and it's just getting everywhere. Onions are fucking crazy. How have we not evolved to not cry when we fucking cut an onion?
Onions are the best vegetable.
That's... no.
The most versatile fucking vegetable that is so good.
No.
Yeah. Hear me out. Ready?
Are we putting tomato in vegetable or fruit? Because if a tomato is a vegetable, it trumps everything else.
For the sake of this argument, we'll say fruit.
Oh, so you're just eliminating the best player?
It's not the best player.
You would put an onion over a tomato? You should leave my house right now.
Every chef in the world would agree with me.
Well, I'm sure when you're making things.
No, I'm saying...
As an ingredient, No, I still don't even necessarily agree with
It's
that.
the most OP vegetable in the fucking vegetable kingdom, Vin.
Bro, without vegetable kingdom, without tomatoes, we would not have ketchup.
Yeah, the ketchup's fucking gross.
See, that's already where he's delusional. He's fucking delusional, guys.
Sugary tomato syrup. Tastes like ass.
I understand you can saute the onions. You can do a lot of things with the onions.
Hear me out here. Just hear me out.
I'm all ears. You dug yourself into this hole. You got to get yourself out of it.
Onions are part of the mirepoix. The three sisters, right?
The what the fuck?
The mirepoix.
Okay.
So any single soup in the world starts with the mirepoix. There's three in French. It's carrot, celery, and zignon.
You think you could talk fancy and win this argument? You're simply flawed.
It's zignon.
Zignon?
Zignon.
Okay.
So it's used as a stock just for so much shit, right? Now, if you put onions in a pan with butter, you get caramelized onions. If you put onions in a pan with oil, you can get some fried crispy onions, right? You can cook them different temperatures. You can get them translucent. You can do raw onions. You can slap it on some sandwiches. You can fucking... Shall I go on?
I feel like you could do all that with a tomato.
They got red onion. They got white onion. They got Spanish. They got Spanish onions. They have scallions in the onion family. They have shallots. You ever see a shallot?
I love a shallot. I love me a good shallot.
Just how it's...
You woke me up with the shallot conversation.
Yep.
You got me a little bit torqued up under this fucking table, Phil.
Yeah.
I just feel like, and maybe I'm a little biased, the tomato... I'd pick tomato over onion any day. You could tell me right now you could have unlimited tomatoes for free for the rest of your life, but we're going to zap onions from the planet. Goodbye, onions.
Well, that's the thing. You cook with onions, but you can straight up just eat a tomato. You can't just like fucking bite an onion.
that's the thing. I feel like if
that's why it's a fruit.
That's not true either. I mean, you could just grab a fucking carrot and eat it.
Yeah.
That's a vegetable, right? We're all in the
No, I know,
here.
but I'm saying for the sake of this argument,
I guess when you're cooking, I could agree with you right now without hearing feedback from the audience. Yes, it's more versatile. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
For sure.
But, you know, when I'm eating my rotisserie chicken, I'm not going to fucking bite into an onion and start crying. I'm going to bite into a nice tomato.
I'd rather have...
Also, the combination of cherry tomato, regular tomato, ketchup, the three fucking tiers of tomato. I only need those three tiers. I don't need a fucking 900... Sun-dried? Sun-dried?
You also got red sauce, too.
Come on. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
But you know what goes into a red sauce?
Yeah, onions. But you can have a fucking sauce without onions. You can't have onions without sauce. You're just going to eat the fucking... No, this is the argument. Tomatoes stand on their own. Onions always need something else.
Yeah.
That right there
They're
wins
freeloaders,
me this shit.
yep.
Yeah, bro, they're nomads. They're just traveling. They don't have a fucking care in the world. They don't know what they're doing. If you combine onions with other things, you can get a better systematic product. But you're telling me you would... Dude, come on.
If I were to wipe one off the face of the earth,
Salsa, Phil!
There's onion in salsa.
But there's also tomato.
Listen.
And peppers.
Listen. My point is, I think you'll agree with this. Tomato is a car, but onion is the engine.
I would say the onion is like the windshield wiper fluid.
Get
To
the
be honest,
fuck outta here.
I don't put that much stock.
Oh.
I don't put that much stock in it. I think they go hand in hand, and maybe we should stop doing a fucking civil war of the vegetables here. But I'll tell you right now, might be an unpopular opinion. Broccoli slaps. And this is going to really...
You know they're man-made?
Broccoli's man-made?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. What are you talking about?
Swear to God.
Broccoli is man-made.
Broccoli is a human invention. It was bred out of wild cabbage plant, Brassica oleacearia. It was cultivated to have a specific taste and flavor that was more palatable to people.
So broccoli is like the Mewtwo of the Pokemon world.
Yeah, bro.
But it still grows.
Yeah, but it was crossbred by humans to develop into broccoli.
What the fuck?
There was no broccoli before human.
That is straight up. You learn something new every fucking day. Broccoli's good, though. When there's a vegetable platter with that fucking center of ranch, I'm fucking up that broccoli. And this will piss a lot of people off, but I'm going to say it. Cauliflower's amazing.
Cauliflower's good.
I love cauliflower.
But you ever have like cauliflower fritters? Fried in the pan with some breading?
Yes.
Holy shit.
You know what I ate last night at this chicken place?
Let's hear it.
So basically, I didn't even get into the details of this place. Basically, in the front was like a really cool bar club vibe. There's like tables. You order drinks from like a tap. They had like 14 different taps.
Taps are underrated.
It was very cool. Very cool taps
are fucking
place.
sick.
And then you could only order chicken sandwiches and like
Onion sandwiches.
Bar food in the front. There was probably onion on them.
So a little tapas.
Little tapas place. When you go back into the coop, that's the back room. Now you're sitting at a table. Bartenders are fucking shaking the fucking drinks, making crazy shit. I got something called like I got the cold pizza. It literally tasted like a fucking liquid cold pizza.
What is wrong with you, bro?
And then Kylie got this thing that was like an espresso Oreo that they fucking clamp onto the side of the brim, and it's like a dessert drink. It looked really good.
I can get down with that. I
had some fried prawn. That was crazy. It was just literally like a prawn just fried. We had this like Wagyu tartare. It looked like a fucking cupcake outer layer, but it was like rigid and more wide.
Nice.
That was fantastic. We had these mushroom poppers. Forget it. Next level. We had some ceviche. That was like a thick ceviche. Usually when I've had ceviche, it's more of like a chip dip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was like you cut into it and you roll it over and you're eating like a gel, like a pasty gel. It was insane.
Wait,
what
what
else
do
do
you
we
mean?
have?
You cut into ceviche?
It was like a gelatin.
Ew.
Kind of. I'm just telling you what it was. It was fucking
No,
good.
it could have been good.
It was delicious. It was very citrusy. I felt like I was squeezing a fucking lemon into my mouth.
This man sliced ceviche like it's a pie.
Forget about it. And then what else did we have there? We had then when we were done in the back area in the coop, we were still fucking hungry because we barely ate. It was like one of those fancy schmancy, 3 little mushrooms on a plate type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm a grown man. I'm going through mitosis. I need my proteins.
Yep.
I need my protein synthesis.
As one does.
So when we went back into the front room, we ordered the sandwiches. I had a duck egg chicken sandwich.
So you're popping in and out from the draft place to the tapas to the fucking back room.
It's all the same building, but we went from the coop to the front, from the coop to the front.
What are they doing, bro?
It was a cool fucking place. I posted a picture on my story of there was an alligator with a little chicken in its mouth. It had a very cool
Would
vibe.
you go back?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like ridiculously expensive though.
Well, that's important.
That's a factor.
I don't mind paying if it's like a quality, if the experience and the food is top notch and the service, right? I do not care.
It was very fun.
If the price doesn't match the fucking quality of the food or the service, we're gonna have a little bit of an issue.
Put your knife and fork down. Let's get the fuck out of here. Sebastian Maniscalco reference.
So last night I went out to a town that you are familiar with, that you probably haven't been to.
Write it down. Let me see this shit. Let me see where we were at last night. Oh, yeah, of course.
You been there?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Let me type something.
The second
you.
part.
Let me type something for you. See that? See that right there?
Yeah, I've been
where
there.
you were?
I've been. Well, that's not where I was, but I've been there.
Yeah,
that place is fucking good.
That place slaps. Let me tell you.
Okay, so there's a whole area there, right? Bunch of bars. I order a vodka soda. Just in a plastic fucking
I already
cup.
know where this is going.
How much do you think a vodka soda with a lime wedge was?
Well, based on the way you're delivering the story, I'm going to say it was like $17.
$20.
Was it good?
$20 fucking dollars.
Was it top shelf vodka?
Fucking.
That's wild.
Tito's,
huh? That's how they get you. That's how they get you, Phil.
You ready for this one? Mm-hmm. Guess how much it was to get in?
I think I actually know where you were.
I'm going to type it.
Wait, let me remember, because I think you used to work here. I swear to God. Wait, is this it?
No, that's down the road.
That's down the road? Okay.
But similar.
It's a fun game. We're just trying to guess where Phil was.
Without doxing me.
Yeah.
But, I had fun.
Probably like a $30 cover charge
20.
for dudes. 20? Okay.
You know what? That's a little fucked up. Yeah, it's 2022 too. Yeah. Why are we gendering cover fees?
I just think they should get rid of the cover altogether. Why the fuck am I paying to get in to pay when I fucking get in? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
They're also sneaky. You know what they fucking did? They added gratuity automatically. So I'm looking at this shit. And I go $20 fucking and change, and I have to tip now. So I did 20. Like I gave them a $3 tip because at what fucking point do you stop spending money on one drink, right? Now, I didn't realize the gratuity was included. So it was like $18 plus the gratuity. But you can't be doing that, mate. They didn't even tell me.
They gotta tell you. You always gotta be alert of what you're spending,
bro. If you're not precocious, is that a word?
Is that like extra careful, extra studious? Precautious is what I'm trying to say, right?
Okay, so precocious is having developed certain abilities or proclivities with an earlier age than usual. So wrong word.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Wrong fucking word, bro. I meant if you're not cautious at all times, if you don't have your wits about you, if you're not keeping your head on a swivel, you're gonna get.
If you're not fucking ready for a fight, mate, at any fucking point you could get hit with the right, then the left, then the fucking right, then the knee, then the fucking Achilles kick. Give me fucking.
What is he doing, bro? Is he fighting again ever?
Apparently, he's fighting Mayweather again. I'm more excited for Deji versus Foos.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. For the tube. We were talking about the fucking. Oh, I still stand by this. We gotta catch up over here in the States. When I'm in Canada and I go out to eat and they hand you that fucking thing that you just put your card into and then you type the percentage you want to tip, then you sign, bro.
They do that.
I know, but like it's not as universally
Yeah.
a thing here. Why the fuck am I still giving you my card? You take it in the back. I have to fucking do math on my calculator app because I'm a dumbass.
Yep.
Sign the shit, give it back to you. It should be as easy as, here you go, put your card in, tap the fucking percentage or the specific amount you want to do.
Yeah.
It prints the receipt. You don't get to take my card into your fucking dungeon in the back.
Don't get me started on cash only places because we all know what you're doing with cash only
Fucking
businesses.
cash only.
Hiding that shit under the fucking table. Yeah, we see you. Wait until the IRS catches you. All right?
Shit, man.
Yeah, you're making. Who carries cash on them?
In 2022, it's
Holy
not a thing.
fuck.
It's not a thing anymore, man.
Cover fees need to go. Cash only places can suck my fat cock and balls. What else we got?
What else did we cover today? You got to make sure that your bread has a lot of flour on it.
A lot of flour on the bread.
You got to make sure that you're using tomatoes and onions.
Yeah,
You need the car and the engine.
They're both good.
Yeah. Of course.
I mean, we found a lot of answers to our questions here today.
I feel like we all learned a lot today. I think this was a very informative and very classy episode of The Sauce. And I think you should subscribe and share this video with a friend.
Yeah. Let's see what the word of mouth can do.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of sitting here saying, hey, subscribe, fucking hit the ring. Like you hear about us, you hear about us. You know what I mean?
Did you know that the Ring doorbell was actually on a Shark Tank episode?
No shot.
It was called the Doorbot.
That's a better name,
And,
bro. The
and
Doorbot.
And all the sharks, they didn't close. The CEO of the Doorbot, you know what he did? He sold it to Amazon.
How much did he make?
Google it because it's an absurd figure, and then they change it to the Ring. And let me tell you something right now. We've all heard this in our life. Boom, boom, boom. The Ring chime. What do you make? What did he make?
He sold his Doorbot to Amazon for more than $1 billion.
And that's why we say it all the time. Don't give up. Keep fucking chugging. Because where the sharks don't bite, there's a beluga whale out there ready to purchase the Doorbot.
I mean, we've all thought about the doorbell having a fucking camera on it, did we not?
Did we, though? That's one of those hindsight's 2020 where it's like, why the fuck didn't I think of that?
I thought this was like a thing.
Maybe the Doorbot was just the first one that did it well, connected to the smartphone.
Yeah, did it right.
Yep.
The Doorbot. I'll tell you what, the alerts that I get on my Ring.
Oh, fucking
kind of
seagull.
scary.
A seagull could land in front of your door. And then you get the fucking the chime. You gotta check it.
No, there's some scary shit happening near me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking lost cats, dogs running loose, breaking into cars.
Jesus, man. Stay low key out there.
No, I keep my head on a swivel.
Get your deli sandwich and get in the fucking house.
That's what I do, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of the Sunday Sauce. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have definitely a member episode in person. And next week should also be in person. Stay tuned for that. Because you guys love this shit. You've made it very clear you love this, all right? Hopefully, we better see some positivity in the fucking comments for this one. All right?
Yeah.
Because I get sad when I read, the podcast has lost quality. No, we're doing our best out here. We're just two Italians trying to put on an Italian show.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We love you guys.
I must be from the mountains or some shit because I don't really look Italian.
Yeah, you do.
You think?
You got that Italian swag.
Anyone could be Italian.
Ayo, pizza pasta. Thank you guys for watching. Share this with a friend. Phil, any final words?
Say hello to grandmother for me.
Yeah, say hello to her twice.
Yeah,
Because we're in person.
She misses us.
She misses us a lot. Give her a kiss on the forehead.
If you don't, we're going to pay her a visit.
Take care of yourselves now.